Alright, guys, it is Tuesday, November 23rd, 2021 at 2:15 p.m. Alright, let's start with a Bible verse of the day from dailyverses.net. It says, "A person may think their own ways are right, but the Lord weighs the heart." Proverbs 21:2. Alright, let's start on Twitter. There's been a lot of looting going on. San Francisco mayor has been putting pressure on retail stores because of the mob looting that's been happening. It says police to increase presence in retail stores amid mob looting crime wave in San Francisco, the California Governor Newsom announces. That is from Disclosed TV. There's been so much looting, as you see here. People on video says thieves in Connecticut load up their cars with stolen merchandise. You can hear an employee warning another not to intervene because he will get fired. So it's craziness out there. From Connecticut to California, people are looting. Here's another video. People looting in a Louis Vuitton store in California. It's just going craziness. Says here, Bay Area hit by a third consecutive day of looting as thieves take advantage of woke misdemeanor law. So the Bay Area in California, parts of Massachusetts, is just going crazy. A lot of people just looting and doing whatever they want. As you see here, looting gangs in the Bay Area of California appear to have organized looting sprees amid the Rittenhouse verdict. So, a lot of craziness going on with looting. I'll leave you guys the link for Twitter. You can look it up yourselves. Just go to Twitter and search looting, and you'll see all the posts there. Alright, now let's go to protest. We have two Canadian journalists have been arrested at an indigenous protest against the natural gas pipeline last week in British Columbia were released Monday on bail. So, people protesting about Canadian pipeline. Excuse me. Also, there's been so much protest all around the world. It says, huge anti-lockdown vaccine passport mandate protest. France, Switzerland, Italy, Austria, Germany, Netherlands, Canada, USA, Belgium, Australia, Czech Republic, and New Zealand, and many others which the media ignores. That's something that I wanted to point out. There's so many protests around the world right now because of the vaccine and all the things that are happening with it, and it's all over the world. And I haven't seen any news stories about it happening. I haven't seen any of that on the news. Alright, guys. Let's go next to Africa. Africa is shaking. A terrible flood and storm hit George. Let's play this video so you guys can see. This is from Vulnerability on YouTube. Look at all the flooding happening in Africa. Look at this. Just flooding all over. This is from Vulnerability, as you can see. Flooding just all over the place in South Africa. And George. Alright, so that's happening in Africa. Let's take a look what's happening. 80 smash and grab robbers ransack Nordstrom. I wanted to play this. This is from Inside Edition, so you guys can see the Nordstrom stores pretty much getting ransacked. People just looting all over the place. It's just crazy. Alright. And Russia. We have from HAARP, HAARP, we have apocalypse made of ice hit Russia. It has been destroyed by a wrath of nature. Let's take a look so you guys can see what's happening in Russia. Look at that. You can barely see it all. It's just very you can't see. It's like so much snow and wind in the air. And everything covered. Look at all these cars piled up in a crash. People just trying to make it through with all this snow. Alright, so a lot of snow in Russia. As you see here, this bus, the door got stuck open and pretty much the snow is piling into the vehicle as they're traveling. So a lot of Russia covered in ice and snow, as well. It is getting close to winter time, but I just wanted to share that. All right, next. Samsung reportedly picks this tiny town in Texas for a massive $17 billion chip making factory. It says reports of Texas Governor Greg Abbott is scheduled to make a major economic announcement on Tuesday at 5 p.m. local time concerning the plans for a massive semiconductor plant in Taylor, Texas. South Korean tech giant Samsung Electronics is doubling down in Texas with another facility about 30 miles from the manufacturing hub in Austin. The new Taylor facility will cost a whopping $17 billion and create 1,800 jobs. Chip production wouldn't start until the record half of 2024. So they got that tiny town in Texas, pegged down to make new chips for their Samsung factory. All right, next, Best Buy crashes as margins slide due to organized retail theft. So liberal socialist utopia such as California are a blessing to deadbeat klepto hobos from around the world, thanks to the state's lack of prosecution of shoplifting. But the same policies are becoming a major headache for nationwide retailers such as Best Buy, with which this morning reported that despite beating the top and the bottom line revenues, its margins missed, echoing the same margin crunch theme that emerged recently with big box retailers such as Walmart. The margin fell 0.1% to 23.5%. Best Buy said missing 23.6% average of analyst estimates complied by Bloomberg, while the decline in the core U.S. operation was steeper. The company also reported a 10% drop in domestic online revenue as more shoppers returned to stores. But besides the usual margin-crushing suspects, the fried supply chains and deep discounts as a result of stepped-up promotional activity and drag-tied its new Total Tech membership program. The company brought up the reason why Democrats are looking far more losses in the coming months as a reason of the margin dropped: organized theft. So looting and people just robbing the stores is pretty much bringing down Best Buy. Alright, next. Jury holds Walmart, CVS, Walgreens liable in opioid distribution. A federal jury in Cleveland on Tuesday concluded that the three retail pharmacy chains, Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens, recklessly distributed massive amounts of opioids, according to AP, which adds the verdict could set a tone of future lawsuits brought by county governments that want to hold pharmacies accountable for their part in the opioid crisis. So that's what the jury in Cleveland concluded. So I'll leave you a link so you guys can also check out this story about all the opioid crisis happening and what they decide to rule on that. Alright. And finally, powerful thunderstorms buries Saudi Arabia desert in thick layer of hail. And they have pictures here. It says Saudi Arabia hailstorm on November 21st, 2021. So they're trying to keep warm in Saudi Arabia because of all the ice and hail on the ground. It says on November 21st, a powerful hailstorm swept through northern parts of Saudi Arabia, burying cities built in a desert as a thick layer of ice. According to meteorologists, the air temperature dropped to positive 7 Celsius within minutes in the vicinity of Kurat, located in the province of Jawaf, 30 kilometers from the border with Jordan. The desert turned into gushing streams. So, snow, ice, so much going on. Looks like it just snowed, but apparently it is hail. As is according to the Saudi National Meteorological Center, thunderstorms accompanied by strong winds and hail all hit Jawaf and Tabuk, before engulfing into the coastal parts of the Medina region within the next few days. The average amount of rain that falls a year in Saudi Arabia is 109 millimeters, the peak of the hail season in the country in the springtime, but you can occasionally happen in autumn as the air in the upper atmosphere cools, but heat and humidity are still present closer to the surface. So a lot of hail, and it just looks like snow, but it's actually hail all over the desert in Saudi Arabia. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news, and see you guys next time. Please stay safe out there. Pray for each other because we need it as a country with all the looting and all the things that are happening every day to everybody. Please pray for one another and stay safe out there, guys. God bless you guys.